Alrighty, well, we're back at it, like a crack addict. Mr. Black Magic. Okay, let's talk about what we did last time. We tried to kill the king. That was pretty fun. Just try to take him outright. That didn't work out so well, but they're getting the message that or the government's getting the message that they better watch out. And they better cry. And they better pout, because I'm telling you why. Her Majesty's most loyal resistance is coming to town. And so we're working on flipping East Anglia. We're doing a decent job, actually. I'm curious what the government's going to be doing over there in response. There goes the U.S. versus Guyana. Let's see. Okay, they're going after a monthly trend, which is a little late at this point, I think. Just because, we're doing pretty damn well with it right now, already. Wiltshire, kind of the same idea. London, yeah. And there wasn't much, I didn't have much faith in London, anywho. West Midlands, we got stuff going on. The stab, we took a stab hit in the West Midlands, but we're still making moves. Pretty solid moves at that, so. Okay, let's see what they did up here. More of the same stuff. They dock East Anglia a bit, but I mean it's already pretty high already, so we more or less have that down. Wiltshire will invest. No, we'll do though. Get back to cell work. Sussex, we're actually not doing half bad in. But stab is our big worry there, because we're going to need a pretty big stab bonus. Same idea with here. And then Oxfordshire. What do we want to do? I think we'll expand the cells, try to counter out their action. Then Yorkshire. We need stab, but I'll boost popularity. Let me just make sure. I'll start the clock. Oh, right, London. We gotta worry about London. What do we want to do in London? We need to get that stab back up. That's what we gotta worry about. Who dares wins? Who dares win? So we get some more support in Sussex and Gloucestershire. We can gain some support and stability in Newcastle and Yorkshire. Which is tempting, don't get me wrong. Let's do the Flood of Volunteers. As a member of Parliament and war hero, Claude Auchinleck is afforded a certain respect by much of England. He was the last man standing in Carlisle, after all, and as such he's become that patron of several charitable organizations, and included, in addition to hosting many public events. It is merely a coincidence that HMMOR recruiters also frequent these events, and that Auchinleck often speaks to those who have reason to be disaffected from the current social order. Auchinleck knows that HMMOR cannot rely entirely on its extant forces. When the day of liberation comes, every man who can hold a rifle will be needed. Thanks to his efforts, there may be a few more than expected. There we go. So we'll get that going. I want to check real quick. So we'll get a big boost in Lancashire, Sussex, a couple places no matter what, really, it looks like. How's our relations going? It's going okay. For the special project shipments, let's switch out to politicians for now. The main thing I'm worried about is stab up in here. Not that we're gonna lose these. I don't think we will, but I'm thinking those tanks sound pretty nice, and all the extra support and the extra weapons we'll get. So I kind of want to start working on the stab up here, and I'm thinking staying in the north will give us a nice bonus. So we might just want to go with that, honestly. We got decent relations. There's the autosave. Let's get some more guns, I guess. Flood of volunteers. Let's put some more guys in Sussex. And Lancashire. Yeah, we're still getting some nice sway in the Midlands. So I'm thinking we should hopefully be able to swap it soon enough. And if not, I gotta do that focus, that's right. We'll win with Wingate real quick. The revolution has friends in high places. It has had to in order to survive these troubled times. One of them is a general working for the government by the name of Orda Wingate. No doubt the fascists thought him theirs when they negotiated his release from the Japanese after the war, but Wingate never forgot who abandoned him and his men to die, and he was most receptive to our plans for England. Wingate will approach the fascist government to inquire as to whether he might train a force to hunt down Sterling and his commandos, who went rogue at the war's end, and using the same tactics to track and eventually defeat them. Of course, what Wingate will actually be doing is training the beginning of a Red Army, one that will bring the fascists to their knees. Let's give that a shot. House of Commons still isn't doing that much. You know, what can you do? What can you do when they come for you? Hydrating. Okay, we can get back to investing, which I will do. We're doing excellent work over here. I'm not even worried about that monthly trend right now. Not that much, at least. I can work on the trend. Wiltshire. Okay, we gotta invest here. Invest. I think I have a stab. I'll boost stab there, why not? Hey Assassin, how are you doing, man? Alright, so we got a decent amount of guns now. Yeah, that's nice. I'll take that. We still have excellent relations with the OFN, so right now we're okay, I think. Yep. I'm pretty okay with how this is going, honestly. I'm alright, man. Thanks for asking. Just streaming, recording, all that good stuff. Military construction 2. That's probably a good idea. Well, this will be done by December. And then we might want to just get working on a military factory after that. One with Wingate. Now we gotta decide. I think staying in the north is a pretty good move. Okay, I'm looking over. I think this also affects just how the Civil War starts. Honestly, I think that's how this works. I think let's stay in the north. Claude Auchinleck fought the last battle of United Britain around Carlisle, a desperate defense that culminated in him being forced to capitulate only as the official surrender was signed, buying time for Wimberley to retreat into Scotland. The north is his home as easily as London, and it's where HMMLR has built up a substantial network of support before even contacting Alexander and Stirling. So it is fitting, then, that the freedom of England shall be reborn where it died, in the foothills of Northumberland, and the dreary coast of the Irish Sea. Scotland is an unknown at this point in time, but even if they dare not oppose the Germans openly, they will certainly aid us with supplies and volunteers, even foreign ones. Of course, the North will be more agreeable to the ever-squabbling Alexander and Stirling as well, as it favors neither. That works for me. Gobi. Damn it, I missed. Yeah, get back to it. I'll try throwing my second sock. See if I can make it in the basket. Alright. That wasn't even close. That was sad. And the government's doing a mission in Sussex. Monthly trend. That's not the biggest deal. Probably monthly trend there too. They're really going after stability in the Midlands. Ooh. Uh-oh. We have lost our base in Newcastle. Well, part of our base of support in Newcastle. Expand cells. Okay, so it looks like it's 70%. The threshold is. Oxfordshire. Get the stab. Stab. We're fine there. Stab up in that area of the country. Where else? I think we're good. Oh wait, Oxfordshire. Did I not stab you up? I didn't. Okay. I guess a propaganda campaign? I don't know what else. We can at least dispute that. That's what I'm hoping. So we're going to be staying in the north. That might have actually been a good call. Yeah, I'd say so. Got some good stability. Probably gonna have to up it there, but well, come in time. Actually, we don't have to, because we can just dominate Lancashire. Lancashire is perhaps the third most populous area in England, containing Manchester and several populous towns beside it. As an industrial centre, control of Lancashire will grant HMMLR a solid base from which to liberate the southern regions of England, for if we have control of the north, then the south shall follow. The process of doing so may be difficult, but it is worth the cost. We have contacts in councils and trade unions, and the police are already mostly on our side, so we need not fear collaborationist interference there. But we will have to ensure that any troublesome elements are dealt with as soon as the call of liberation sounds. Not killed, but detained for the duration of our struggle. That works for me. And after we start doing this, we can start doing the operations, which are pretty neat. So I'm looking forward to those. And we'll be at about 70 stab. And we can just start working on stab up here, I'm thinking. The world awaits with bated breath. Burgundy has a nuke. I'll see what they end up doing over here. I'm thinking we more or less have a stab down, so I'm thinking we might want to start working down on that monthly trend a little bit. Get working on improving relations right now. Let's see what they do in Anglia. Just outright support. Well, I'm about to make that up again soon anyway. They're doing a lot of stab hits. Okay, Coke's been injured in bombing. I'm thinking now I'll do a propaganda campaign there. We got the better rifles now. Beautiful. So no national focus set. They'll speak of Sussex. Aside from Coventry, you'd be hard-pressed to find a more accursed place of England. That's why Sterling loves the place. Loves the food, the atmosphere, the silly little traders running around like headless chickens after we blow up a convoy. Sussex is also the linchpin to control the southern English coast by default, and if we can secure it for HMMLR, we might just be able to give the more military-minded lads an edge on the day of reckoning. Of course, we need to be careful to not attract the garrison's attention. The traders might be something of a joke when faced with our people, but the Germans only leave their best on the Isle. Sterling says he likes a challenge, but even he knows his bravado only goes so far. So that'll help us out in Sussex. It might actually flip them to disputed. We can do stuff now. Stop the monthly trend ticking down. Right. Best in London. Get the stab going. If it has to be more than... I'll invest a little bit there. Anglia, we are just flat out vibing right now. So I'll start working on some propaganda campaigns. Expand the cell there. Probably expand... I'll do a campaign there. And I'll expand the cells there. And for these boys... They're high enough that I'm not worried this turn. So I'll invest stability. And stability. Beautiful. Wiltshire is doing great right now, so we'll just do a propaganda campaign there. Yeah, we're going to need to start. grinding down that monthly trend. That's really, I think, the best move right now. And I feel like I'm always mispronouncing that, so I don't want to say that. What else do we got? I think that's it for the turn. We got a research slot, 2 research slots even. Let's do a horizontal, and then we need better artillery, so let's start researching that. Good water. Some good agua. We have some command power, though we can't do much with it. It's kind of different. I was playing a test game as Himmler, not Himmler, Spear. And there's a lot of room to use we need excellent relations with the OFN. But we can reach out to politicians for that. Just hope that helps boost things. They will speak of Sussex. They might actually do it. We swapped that over. What are we thinking? Let's sharpen the sickle, and then we'll await Mr. President, so we can start getting tanks. The revolutionary movement does not possess the elite force of Sterling's commandos, nor do we have a truly large following in the armed forces like HMMLR, loyal to the memory of the monarchy. What we do possess, however, is perhaps the greatest militia network in England, formed around the trade unions and factory workers. When the time comes, the English proletariat will rise as one, and the fascists will pay their price in blood. For now, though, we must organize these militias, give them goals and equipment, so as to effect change on a more strategic level. Docks must be secured, armed factories for the enemy sabotage, and their lines of communication cut if at all possible. For now, we sit back and sharpen the sickle of revolution. We wait only for the hammer to fall upon its anvil. Isn't that a Queen song? Hammer to fall? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anyone? Assassin, you know what I'm talking about? Let's see what happens in the Midlands. We have a Sultan. That's a monthly trend hit. Mildly inconvenient. What are you going to do? Bulgaria sides with Germany. Yeah, I think we're okay, honestly. So I'll start working on propaganda. We'll keep working on that. We'll flip the Midlands, I think sooner rather than later. About Wiltshire. How are you guys doing? Okay. Alright. All up that. How's our stab there? Not bad. Stab in Sussex is fine. London could use a boost, so I'll do that. Just boost some support there, and then just try to counteract them the best we can. And then right up here. Okay, there we got to counteract the monthly trends. I'll invest in Yorkshire for now. And I'll just cut the trend right now. Sharpen the sickle. The Welsh Unionists win the election. Italy wins the Italo-Turkish War. Unionism secured. we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Because I've seen the Welsh Union just collapse on itself. Alright, as our government struggles to preserve order amidst slackening air from Germania, the terrorists have grown increasingly bold in their strikes against us. On the outskirts of Brentwood, an army left lightly defended due to increasing violence in the capital was subject to brutal assault by communist forces. In the dark hours of night, multiple men in red berets shot the few members posted for security with their revolvers, then proceeded to ransack the army's interior. Good job, men. As dawn broke and the Reds receded to their dank holes, our army was left to survey the damage. As we feared, dozens of assault rifles, rocket launchers, and bulletproof vests were taken, while what couldn't be taken was left heavily damaged by what appeared to be a cluster of pipe bombs. A crude hammer and sickle was spray painted on the army's rear, leaving us only the vile creed of these bastards. One member of the security detail is now in questioning, stating that he saw the attack occurring from a distance and he'd gone to the hills for bodily needs. Alpha Storm, what's up, man? How you doing? There are no answers here, only a clear need to put out these fires and get our house in order. Okay, we await thee, Mr. President. That's good to hear, man. The Americans are perhaps the only overseas ally we possess who can offer us more than cast-offs and hand-me-downs in terms of material support. More importantly, though, they are vital to our long-term plans after England is liberated. Without American backing and membership within the OFN, England will be invaded whenever the Germans feel like it. To that end, strengthening our relationship with Washington is a vital part of our operation, including, if need be, affirming certain basic rights following the war. For now, though, all we need is the assurance that their aid will come. Not openly, of course, lest the Germans involve themselves in turn when we launch our uprising. That works with me. That should hopefully push us over the edge so we can do special projects. Hopefully. Does it have to be over 70, or what's the deal? 70% or higher, okay. So I'm guessing the higher the better, right? How are you doing? I'm alright. I'm hanging in there. It's not so hot anymore, so I was just trying to hydrate. Relax a bit. Maybe flip some territories towards my favor. Plan out some operations. Oh, let's see what happened. 1% monthly tick. I could have expected as much. 65. We'll have to boost stab there. Monthly trend 1.5%. Alright, I got some ideas on what we need to do. Alright, so campaign, propaganda campaign, I can speak. Same here. Do we want to we'll do the same in Anglia. Well, not the same. We'll expand the cells and we'll do the same in the Midlands. Up the stab. Alright, we need excellent relations, which we'll be ready for soon enough. So let's just work on stab. Stop that negative trend as much as we can. Propaganda campaigns. Let's try to counteract the government in Sussex. Just contest them best we can. I mean, we're Okay, in Ox... We got the stab we need in Oxfordshire. And London. I guess we'll top it off, and we'll just leave it hanging for now. We wait, Mr. President. Is that really not enough? Okay, let's see if we can get this up high enough then. Alright, let's... Prepare Operation Stock. Trying to form a democratic UK in this weird hell of a world. Yeah. Pretty much. Alright. A deficit of munitions is a consistent problem for our organization. Smuggling can only mitigate the problem, and heavy caliber weapons are scarce even amongst our better equipped units. Operation Stock aims to solve this problem for us. Several depots near Carlisle are full of weapons, including numerous grenades and even some outdated tanks the Germans never got around to looting. However, if the facilities are guarded, we shall need at least 6 hours to evacuate the more valuable equipment, and that means silencing the area without regional collaboration as forces getting wind. Oh yeah, I am. Not impossible, especially with the German garrison being far away. We will, however, need just a bit of luck and quite possibly some silencers. Yeah, I figured, we'll try to, make something better than what's going on here. I wanted to go... I was thinking if it was still in the version of going with the monarcho-communist path. That was kind of teased originally, but I don't think that's in this version anymore, or that didn't make the final cut, which is disappointing. But hey, what are you gonna do? I don't know what else to do. Yeah. We'll finish this off. Start improving the artillery. And we got... So it looks like... Yeah, we're not building anything anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Let's do an order to hand over, then we'll prep for Operation Bad Morning. The traitors purged the army of most lads who can think for themselves, or that's what Sterling says when he mocks their corpses. The thing about a rebellion is that without some guns to shoot the traitors with, the whole thing will be over rather quickly. Even the Reds can't ship in enough firearms to equip us all, which is where our lot comes in. Protocol doesn't change much from year to year in the army, which means that when a very cross-looking colonel turns up at a depot with a convoy of trucks asking why the fuck aren't they ready to be packed up already, the poor buggers on duty jump to it to help. Helped along by a few of our own on the inside, of course. I'm told the haul was over 20,000 semi-automatic rifles alone. Let's do Operation Stock. The government will lose 500 guns and we'll gain 500. That sounds pretty good. That's going to be a net gain of 250, I'm guessing. Let's see. So we're going to get one. Those are some long descriptions. They are pretty long. Yeah, alright. Keep reaching out to politicians, see if we can't go ahead and get those tanks arranged in our favor. Alright, we can start investing in places. all up the stab there. Do some campaigns. We might just be able to flip these guys. We just might have this. And then London... Let's try to counteract that as much as we can. Just the same for Oxfordshire. I'll finish this up before I change up the recording. I guess our own popularity works. Do a propaganda campaign in Wiltshire. So we'll just counteract cells there and there. And here we will stab up. Alright, that's the end of this recording session. Thanks for watching as always, guys. If you like this video, leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of this excuse me, something in my throat. If you want to see more of this type of content in the future, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for more uploads every weekday, as well as every Saturday. If you have any comments, feedback, concern, comment section in the link below. It's a place to check it. If you want to send a few bucks my way, I have a Patreon. If you want to watch me make these videos live, in fact, this very video live has been done on Twitch, so check that out. I also have Discord if you want to join me chat and play games. So yeah, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.